I'm gonna show you guys how I go about prepping for interview. So in basically half an hour, I have an interview with here, let me see. Yeah, I have an interview with Brian Sherlock. Here, I'll just share my screen. Okay. So I use this tool called Crystal Knows that kind of evaluates people's personalities. So luckily we're pretty much the same personality. We're both influencers. But the only difference is I'm super all the way at the end, so a lot of mine's is like way more exaggerated, and his is like, as you can see, a little bit closer towards the middle. So he's a lot more well balanced. So it says to communicate, make a good first impression, ask about their vision for the future. So that'll be cool. Ask. So this is giving me good advice. Ask about their vision for the future. Showcase your humor, discuss next steps. So he's the ultimate decision maker, so that's good. Visual aids if possible. Oh, interesting. Enthusiasm and energy. I got this. Be less polished and more dynamic. Ooh, I'm gonna look up what dynamic means because that's a cool word. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. All right, I'm gonna use this and throw this in there. See if ChatGPT. I'm interviewing with someone named Ryan Chung, and Crystal News recommends this. Let's see what it says. So this just doesn't help that much, I guess. What does being less polished and more dynamic mean? Oh, here you go. Practical application, small talk. Who visual aids to support key points, enthusiasm, next steps. Okay, cool. Presenting yourself that's authentic, flexible, engaging rather than over reverse or formal. Ah, less polished, authenticity. So I'll probably share a little bit more about kind of the ups and downs of life and just kind of share like how I took the last 6 months to like travel the world and experience more. And yeah, I think just be honest about, just getting over like depression, but now I feel like really in a good place and honesty. So just be honest with him, right? Like the elephant in the room strategy, which is what I've been teaching you guys all. So this is good. That's a great question, I think, rather than sweet. Can you tell me more? Okay, that's helpful. So yeah, this is cool, right? This tool is called Crystal Knows. Good stuff. Don't do experiment, test new ideas, stick to the big picture. Okay, cool. All right, but yeah, this is what I do. I'll look at his profile. So I'll read so try to get a sense. So it looks like he's proud of them being in the Magic Quadrant, right? So he got promoted. So I'll read some of his comments because that's like a good way to like understand to show that hey, I understand what. Yeah, so she was the person who got promoted and went to a different team. So this is the role that I'm interviewing for. Basically a sales enablement and training manager role. So yeah, you could see, yeah, everyone says a lot of good things. And then what's helpful as well is I'll look at like the reviews that they wrote and then look at so he was at Cisco. So I wonder if ChatGPT is smart. Are you able to analyze, are you able to analyze Ryan's background using his LinkedIn profile to highlight what he cares about when hiring for a sales enablement training manager? Let's see. Wonder, it doesn't really work. All right. Well, let me see. So I'll go to this. So, oh, I went to Fullerton. Nice. All right, here you go. So this is important, right? Because when you look at what they, what recommendations they've done, this is helpful. So his attention to detail, ability to know what resonates with the audience. See, that's helpful. And empathy, relationship building. So we're very similar in the sense that he's also about relationship building. So I could highlight like that's like my secret sauce. Like that's the thing. And I'll be honest, like attention to detail is something that I've struggled with because you know how they always ask, like, hey, what's something that's an area of improvement? But it's like for things I really care about, like when it comes to training, when it comes to sales methodologies, and when it comes to like getting better, that's where I actually pay a lot of attention to, right? So it just depends on what I focus on. So that way, because then they're not skeptical because you're like bringing the elephant out in the room, right? His interaction here, let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, a fortune up, his energy, skill, and passion, better marketers. The rare blend of creative and analytical prowess. That's cool. So he was, yeah, so President's Club winner. President's Club winner. And so I'll look up, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but Sumo Logic 10K. Let's see. See, here you go. 10K. Because this tells you a lot about a company. Here, let me just look at this. SEC filing. Oh wow, this is kind of maybe their website has a better version. How do I find the 10K? Usually it's like on the bottom, but okay. Guides, seminars. Huh. See, the integrations is important because then I know who partners with them. And then here you go. You can see all the competitors. CoreLogic, Elastic Cloud, New Relic. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's interesting. So obviously they're gonna rate themselves higher, so that's pretty hilarious. But I mean, it's smart, right? And then you can kind of see how they compare, and then new. So I know New Relic is pretty well known. That's cool. All right. Anyways, let's go back to the 10K because 10Ks are really important. This will tell you. Wait. So they filed it. Huh. Wait. Let me see. Oh my God, it's so small. Let me look up first. Is Google, oops. Is Sumo Logic a publicly traded company? So yes, 3.5 years ago. Oh, so the Wikipedia is helpful. Oh, it's not a publicly traded. It got acquired for 1.67 billion and took it private. But I could still look at the 10K in the past. Yeah. Yeah, so they bought, so this is helpful to know, right? Because they got acquired. Yeah, the SEO. So I wonder how the stock did. So this is good to learn about the history as well. It was a NASDAQ publicly traded company, patent pending. So this is important. Elastic log, because then this helps you see like what is, so the company was bought for 1.7 billion. So sometimes when private equity companies buy it, that's not necessarily a good thing, right? It's like, oh, well, they see potential and they think they can make it more profitable. So I mean, 200 and that's not bad. Over 200 million in revenue. That's pretty solid. So it's almost like a 7.5 to 8x return or times the revenue is what they were valued at. So then you can get the history as well, right? There's like the AWS, analytics of Docker and Kubernetes. That's important. And then Google Cloud Platform, and then Atlassian. Oh, interesting. So taken private. So it's been exactly a year. Wow, but they got funding from really solid, great, like all these good companies. So that's good. Stealth mode. Damn. So it was, yeah, valued at over $1 billion. And then sometimes helpful to see what acquisitions they made. There you go. So RSA sounds like a really big Gartner, blah blah blah. Okay. So that gives you a little bit of yeah, some Morgan Stanley, blah blah blah. All right. So yeah, so I guess I wouldn't be able to see. I guess the last thing I was able to see is this. So, but then that's a year behind. But better than nothing, right? I'll take it. Okay. Fiscals, the margins. Good to understand how well the company's doing. Yeah. Wish I could look at an annual report. There's probably better ones. Sumo Logic annual report. Oh, the SEC. There you go. Here you go. So this is helpful. See if it's like trending, right? So 2000, yep, so it did go up more revenue. Definitely. Oh, that's a pretty significant revenue increase. Profit a little bit. So ended up the shares. I mean, I guess a lot of tech companies aren't necessarily profitable like that. See, like the real life 10K has like a lot more information. So, but at least it kind of gives me, maybe I have to look at like 10K. Huh. There you go. So I could see. So it was, yeah, so it's been trending up. That's good. Everything's been trending up except for the income, but I mean that's normal for tech companies that are growing quickly. And then what's helpful as well is I'll analyze like Sumo Logic, and then you can kind of see the big picture stuff based on all right, so let me get rid of this extension. Okay, cool. So you could look at insights, for instance. Yeah, so they did lose some employee headcount, right? So, but I think a lot of tech companies did, to be honest. Uh, I mean, I'm in sales enablement anyway, so probably not as important, but good to know. See, all the functions went down. Most of the layoffs were sales, layoffs and sales. And then you can kind of see the new hire. So there wasn't as many new hires, but yeah, you can see there's some new hires. See, he's the CEO. It's cool. Not that many Asian CEOs out there. Really cool. Okay, so yeah, so basically he was implemented as CEO when this firm came, yeah, as a partner. I guess private equity seems to be like the route, but he was pretty high up. Oh wow. So huh, he was a technology, so that's cool. That means he was actually like that's wow, very impressive guy actually. Damn, that's good. I respect that. So it's a private equity firm for tech companies. Good to know, right? I mean, they have experience. Yeah, Vista is a very well-known one. Cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to understand a little bit, I look at that, look at their partners, any newsrooms. This is more like big picture, so you can kind of see like what's going on, what do they care about. So they got e-commerce, Ulta as a clients. Because to understand a company, you need to understand their client base, right? So honestly, not a ton of okay, here's more recent press. So yeah, devs DevSecOps. So that stands for like development, security, ops. That's a new term. Using AI, DevSecOps. So yeah, very, very technical. CEO outlook. This is helpful. See see what are they trying to communicate? Toughest challenges. There you go. Security. Yeah, I mean, it's fair to say cybersecurity is a really big thing nowadays in 2024. I agree. So, yeah, just kind of helps bigger picture. Um, the key is like do a bit of big picture and then also like granular, right? The granular was like understanding who the person that I'm interviewing with, what he's about. I mean, luckily I got some intel internally, but I would still look at it, right? Look at their know who the key players are, but you don't need to know like a ton, just yeah. And then what are they communicating on their careers page? I mean, they have a lot of open see the future of predictive analytics. Steer the future of predictive analytics. That's cool. And then look at the rewards, great place to work, Forbes, top cloud. Well, my only concern is when I looked them up on Glassdoor, it was not so great, the reviews, but that's all good. I mean, that happens sometimes, right? Oh, some of the integrators, these are some of the partners. Helpful to know. I mean, all the major players pretty much. Copilot, AI. So that's good. Customers. Yeah, RSA seems like a big vendor. Cool. Yeah, so they partner with pretty much all the major players. Let's see how it works. A free trial, sign up, 30-day. Oh, that's cool. Ah, Pokemon. That's cool. I love Pokemon. Sometimes it's helpful to read the reviews as well. So it's like Sumo Logic, G2 reviews, because then you understand like what customer cares about, especially if you're in sales, right? So that's pretty solid, honestly. It's like a 4.3 out of 5, pretty solid. On R2, damn, that's crazy. What do you dislike? Documentation. Ah, so at least it's easy to use. So, all right, so pros and cons. Pros and cons. So it's user friendly. Pros, insights. There's a small, oh, there's a learning curve. Ah, the root cause analysis. Huh. Ah. Okay. I guess it's harder learning curve according to this. Oh, expensive. So they charge large data sets is not cheap. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but good to know. High price. Oh, okay. So high price seems to be the okay. See, all right, and then you can kind of compare like Splunk as a competitor, right? So let's see what Splunk reviews are like. So Dynatrace is a 4 point Microsoft. Okay, well, okay. Huh. Good to see. All right. Ah, interesting. Let's check out some of these things. Flex licensing. Huh. That's different. Calculate flex pricing. Oh. Oh, so it's like pretty transparent, the pricing. Transparent pricing. That's interesting. So then, yeah, so salespeople probably we need that's super interesting. Huh. All right. Data lake, data. Okay. Check out the YouTube real quick. What is this? Oh, GitHub. Let's check this out. What is B? Bright Talk. Huh. Wonder what this is. Huh. Whoa, that's cool. Whoa, that's pretty neat. So they got okay, okay. Eh, not a ton of reviews, but that's how it is. I feel like with a lot of these things. Cool. Hmm. Inspirational. Oh, uh-huh. Cool. Um, let's see what else. So I usually see how many employees. So 905 100 employees. Um, locations. Let's see how many in the US. 500. Okay, so still most in the US. That's helpful. What else? Good to look. Oh, here you go. Series G. Wow, they made it to Series G. That's crazy. G, what's going on? Oh, okay. How it makes money. Oh, cool. So this is a new functionality that's so cool that it does this for you. How they make money. Wow. That's neat, man. Love this. See, AI makes everything so much easier. All right. So you can even, so let's say, all right, uh, what can I learn about sumo logic in 9 minutes? Who are their main competitors? What are some of the risks and challenges with the organization? Cool. Stock analysis. Yo, ChatGPT, you're so cool. That's one of my clients when I was at LinkedIn. Net losses. So that's not good, right? A loss of 124 1 million. That's crazy loss. Class action lawsuit. Yeah, so that's not good either. Then again, a lot of big companies have it. Technological advances. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. ChatGPT, you're cool. Dude, the strategic priorities, man, that's kind of wild actually, that it can do all this. I mean, this is like more like basic stuff, but regardless, still kind of cool. Build business challenges, security breach. Yikes. Yep. Competitive landscape. Here you go. Executive voice. Whoa, this is so cool. Huh. Head count. No job. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so they raised a lot. Looks like, hmm, not a ton of attendees. The That's even I get more attendees than this. That's bad. Uh, wow, decent amount of subscribers though. That's kind of cool. All right. So let's see. Huh. Pretty generic stuff. So info security. Yeah. Huh. Customer appreciation. So it looks like there's 2,400 customers. Good to know. Good to know. Where is Redwood City, California? Let me look it up. Probably like Silicon Valley, I'm guessing, but let me just see. The Bay Area. San Jose. Oh, so right between San Jose. Okay. That's cool. All right. So yeah, so now you get, oh, here you go. So yeah, I wouldn't over prepare. I think sometimes if we over prepare, then we're overthinking it. But about an hour of prep should be good if this is like the first meeting, right? I mean, I did an hour of prep with a friend. Obviously, if you have a friend, then that greatly increases your chances. But yeah, that's how I go about preparing. Let me know if that's helpful for you guys. Cheers.